Cocaine use in wealthier homes in England and Wales soars to record level. Cocaine use among people from wealthier homes in England and Wales is at its highest in nearly a decade, official figures reveal. In the last year 3.4% of 16 to 59-year-olds who lived in a household with an income of at least £50,000 reported taking the class A drug. This is up from 3.2% on the year before, and is the highest since the 3.8% which was recorded in 2008-09. Figures for 16 to 59-year-olds in the lowest household income bracket, under £10,000, who reported taking the substance went down from 3.4% to 2% over the same period. Drug use has come under the spotlight in recent weeks amid warnings the demand for illegal substances is helping fuel spiraling levels of knife crime and violence. Earlier this week, Britain's most senior police officer hit out at middle-class cocaine users who worry about issues like the environment and fair trade but believe there is no harm in taking the Class A drug. Metropolitan Police Commissioner Cressida Dick said, "There is this challenge that there are groups of middle-class people who will sit around happily thinking about global warming and fair trade and environmental protection and all sorts of things, organic food, but think there's no harm in taking a bit of cocaine. Well, there is. There is misery throughout the supply chain." The senior officer joins a number of public in pointing the finger at middle-class users following the cocaine trade, including London Mayor Sadiq Khan. Mr. Khan said last week that cocaine use at middle-class parties is helping to fuel drug-related gang violence and said it is not the victimless crime many users believe. And Justice Secretary David Gauke said people who buy cocaine for dinner parties must accept responsibility for the bloody violence sweeping the streets of London. Earlier this year it emerged drug dealers are handing out loyalty cards offering free cocaine to keep their lucrative middle-class buyers hooked. The loyalty scheme mirrors deals offered by high street coffee chains and gives wealthy customers their 6th and 12th purchases free. The wraps, which cost up to £100 each, are then delivered to homes or offices by couriers who stamp their loyalty cards when the cash is handed over. This culture of excess is being blamed for escalating violence on city streets across the UK. Violent crime has risen nationally in the past few years, and so far in London this year Met figures show there have been 87 homicides, with the rise partly fueled by street violence. The detection rate is around 80% compared with 68.5% last year, the commissioner said, with suspects charged in 74 cases, and 123 arrests made. Although levels of violent crime appear to be stabilizing, as they have done over the summer in previous years, the number of murders so far this year is still heading to be higher than last year, when there were 131 deaths including 13 in terrorist attacks. Officers have seized 1,200 knives and 140 guns since April, and the use of stop-and-search powers has risen.